Thanks, Ben. I'm really sorry I can't be with you in person today, but you're joined by my co-director for the Analogue to Digital theme, Axel Kerner, by Gary Leeming, who co-directs this Civic Health Innovation Labs, Claire Smith, who runs or operates, and Emma Lowe. Pete Dixon's the key person as well. Please go to the marketplace. There's going to be a really exciting session this afternoon on focused around childhood vaccination. But let me bring this alive. We live in a world that has huge growth in AIs. It's one of the dominant economic changes around the world. It's juxtaposed with the falling healthy life expectancy that Ben highlighted earlier, and the rise in economic inactivity that Phil highlighted. These are stark realities. We never start an analog to digital conversation with technologies. It's the wrong place to start. Databases, secure data environments, wearables, AIs that are technologies of themselves. What we really need to do is what this ARC does and go back to people and communities and what they really need. Let's consider the current technologies, the focus on prescribing decision support. We can make a great job of predicting a better prescription to support a GP with analog to digital transformation. But 50 to 30% of medicines are not taken as prescribed. That is the bigger problem. Yet we also have technologies around the world that you will use to interact with AIs in ways that could reduce inequalities. For example, the switch from apps to voice conversation AI, the AI that rings you up and says, you've got an appointment. But by the way, how are you getting on with those medicines? How are you feeling? And here's the social prescribing opportunities. How are you getting on with those contacts with this particularly charity and voluntary and faith sector organization that wraps around you in your whole journey? Pulling it all together is something that those AIs can do quite well. Conversations could also overcome inequalities that cannot be fixed in a consultation. Health beliefs. What if there's a difficulty around vaccine hesitancy that isn't overcome because of a white coat syndrome in a one-to-one conversation in primary care? Those AIs that can tap into the rhythm of life are really important. At the moment, we have these increasing health inequalities, particularly regionally, but the investment in the AIs for health is the other way up. So we're investing in AIs that are predominantly clinically focused and in the southeast of England. Thank goodness NIHR is investing in what is a potential design lab for equitable technologies where they're really needed here in the Northwest Coast. Consider the hospital Jim mentioned earlier. The two new companies that are going to be working predominantly with pooling patient data together in the Northwest, particularly the health information system in the hospital, its supplier developed its technologies 100 times faster than has previously been done for a hospital information system. That's because AIs are getting very good at writing software. So the problem has now shifted from a lot of resource going into digital at the technology end, at that low level of a lot of software engineers, to design. That allows us to focus on patients, communities, and equity. Please go to the market stall, discuss a wide range of design problems that can be brought by ARC into effectively a social design studio for these civic health technologies, including a social care technologies testbed. The focus on design has a massive potential to be fed into a much larger mechanism of analog to digital transformation. And it's only by starting with the challenges of patients, families, and communities face with knowledge of the design that we will make a big impact in population health. Thank you.